Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Talk English Lab. And today, I want to talk about something very simple, but also very powerful. Something that can really change how we learn English.
That sounds interesting already, Emma. Simple but powerful ideas are usually the best ones.
Yes, exactly. And this idea comes from a famous book called The One Thing. And the main question in this book is very clear.
What kind of question?
The question is, what is the one thing you can do such that by doing it, everything else becomes easier or unnecessary?
That sounds like a big question, but also a little confusing at first.
Yes, many people feel that way, but when you think about it slowly, it becomes very useful, especially for learning English.
I can already think of many learners who try to do too many things at the same time.
Exactly, and that is one of the biggest problems. Modern life is very busy. People work, they study, they check phones, they answer messages.
And then they say, I have no time to learn English.
Yes, but often the real problem is not time. The real problem is focus.
Focus is very difficult these days.
It is, because we live in a world full of distractions. Phones, apps, videos, notifications.
I see this with learners all the time. They open a book, then they check their phone, then they come back to the book.
And after 10 minutes, their energy is gone.
Many learners think this means they are lazy.
Yes, they say, I have no discipline. I am not serious enough.
But that is not always true.
Exactly. The problem is often multitasking.
Multitasking means doing many things at the same time.
Yes, and many people believe multitasking is good. They think it makes them faster.
But actually, it does the opposite.
Right. When you try to do many things at the same time, your brain jumps from one task to another.
And each jump costs energy and attention.
Yes, and this is very important for language learning because learning needs attention.
Let me give an example. Imagine you are listening to an English podcast.
Okay.
But at the same time, you are checking messages and scrolling social media.
Are you really listening?
Not really. You hear sounds, but you do not understand deeply.
Now imagine another situation. You sit quietly, you close other apps, and you listen carefully for 20 minutes.
That feels very different.
Yes, and even though the time is the same, the result is much better.
So the key idea here is not studying longer, but studying with focus.
Exactly, and this is where the idea of one thing becomes very powerful.
How does this idea work for English learners?
Many learners try to do everything: grammar, vocabulary, speaking, listening, reading, writing, all at once.
And after some time, they feel tired and confused.
Yes, and then they stop learning completely.
So what should they do instead?
They should ask one simple question. What is the one thing I should focus on right now?
For example, listening.
Yes, maybe for 1 month, listening is the main focus.
So they listen every day, they repeat sentences, they pay attention.
Exactly. They do not worry about grammar or writing during that time.
And after some time, listening becomes stronger.
And something interesting happens. Other skills also improve. Vocabulary grows naturally.
Grammar starts to make more sense.
And speaking feels easier.
Yes, one strong skill supports many other skills. This reminds me of watering plants.
Yes, that is a great example.
If you water 10 plants with 1 cup of water, all plants stay weak.
But if you water one plant with 1 cup of water, that plant grows strong.
Focus works the same way.
Exactly. And this idea also helps with goals.
Many learners have very big goals.
Like, I want to be fluent. I want to speak perfectly.
These goals sound good, but they are very general.
Yes, they do not tell you what to do today.
So the book suggests breaking big goals into small actions.
Very small actions, like today I will listen for 20 minutes.
Or today I will learn 5 useful expressions.
These small actions feel possible.
And they reduce stress.
Yes, learning becomes part of daily life, not something extra.
I also like the idea of time blocking.
Time blocking means protecting time for your one thing.
For example, every day from 7 to 7:30, only English.
No phone, no messages, no distractions.
That sounds simple, but very powerful.
It is, because you are telling yourself this is important.
Many learners say they have no time.
But often they do not protect time,
They wait for free time.
and free time often never comes.
So learning must be scheduled.
Yes, just like work or meetings.
I think this also connects to discipline.
Definitely. Many people think discipline means forcing yourself to do many things.
But the book says discipline means protecting one habit.
One habit, not many.
For example, daily listening.
Or daily speaking.
When that habit becomes automatic, learning feels easier.
Yes, and you do not need to fight yourself every day.
There's also an important point about choosing the right one thing.
Yes, sometimes learners choose what feels comfortable, not what is important.
Like reading instead of speaking.
Exactly. Reading feels safe. Speaking feels scary.
But speaking may be the real need.
This is why honesty is important when asking the focusing question.
You must ask, what helps me most right now?
Not what I like most.
This can be uncomfortable.
But it creates real progress.
Many learners also worry that if they focus on one skill, they will lose other skills.
But usually the opposite happens.
One strong skill supports many weak skills.
Yes, and that is why focus is not limiting, it is freeing.
It reduces confusion.
And it reduces guilt.
Many learners feel guilty when they miss one day.
But guilt is not helpful.
What matters is returning the next day.
Consistency is built by returning, not by being perfect.
I think this message is very comforting for learners.
Yes, learning English is a long journey.
And you do not need to do everything today,
You only need to do one important thing today.
and then repeat it tomorrow.
Exactly. Small, focused actions repeated every day create big changes.
I like how this idea connects learning, work, and life.
Yes, because focus is not only about English,
It is about how we use our attention,
and attention is very valuable.
especially in a world full of distractions.
So if someone is listening right now and feels overwhelmed,
They can pause and ask one simple question,
what is the one thing I can do today to improve my English?
and then protect time for that one thing.
Even if it is just 10 or 20 minutes.
That feels realistic.
And realistic plans are easier to keep.
Big plans often break.
Small plans grow.
This also helps learners who feel tired at night.
Yes, energy matters, not just time.
Learning when you are very tired is very hard.
So it is better to use your best energy time.
Some people feel fresh in the morning.
Some in the afternoon.
They should use that time for their one thing.
And use low energy time for easy exposure, like listening again or watching something simple.
Exactly. Learning becomes kinder and smarter.
I think many learners try to be too strict with themselves.
Yes, but learning needs patience.
And clarity.
Focus gives clarity.
And clarity gives confidence.
When you know what to do today, learning feels lighter.
You are not lost.
You are moving step by step.
And that movement builds motivation.
Motivation often comes after action, not before.
That is a very important point.
Yes, many learners wait to feel motivated.
But action creates motivation.
And focused action creates strong motivation.
This is why choosing one thing is so powerful.
Because it makes action easier.
And when action is easy, consistency becomes possible.
Exactly. And consistency is what really changes your English over time.
Not talent.
Not intelligence.
Just focus and consistency. And a clear priority.
Speaking of priority, the book also says something interesting.
Yes, it says there is no such thing as many priorities.
There is only one priority.
Everything else is secondary.
In language learning, this can change over time.
Yes, at one time, listening may be the priority.
Later, speaking.
Later, writing.
But at each moment, one thing is enough.
This reduces stress a lot.
because you are not trying to carry everything at once
You are choosing intentionally.
and not drifting.
Drifting is very common.
Yes, many learners drift. They do easy things,
They avoid difficult but important actions.
like speaking with mistakes.
But mistakes are part of learning
And focused practice helps you accept mistakes.
because you know why you are doing it.
You are doing it for progress, not perfection.
Exactly. And that is the beauty of focusing on one thing.
I think many people listening right now are thinking about their one thing.
Yes, and that quiet thinking is very important.
Because change often starts with a simple question
A simple question asked honestly.
and answered with action.
Small action repeated daily.
That repetition builds confidence,
And confidence builds fluency.
not overnight, but steadily.
Step by step.
And that steady progress is what really lasts.
I agree, and when learners feel progress, they want to continue.
Yes, success creates energy.
And energy supports learning,
This is why protecting focus is so important,
especially today.
especially now when distractions are everywhere.
Focus becomes a skill.
A very valuable skill.
And like any skill, it can be practiced,
One focused session at a time.
one day at a time.
And when you look back after some months,
You see real change.
not because you did everything, but because you did one important thing again and again.
That idea feels simple
But it is very deep.
and very practical.
Yes, and that is why it works so well for learning English.
I think listeners can start today.
Yes, today is enough. They do not need to wait for the perfect moment
They just need to choose their one thing.
and protect a little time for it
Even 10 minutes can be powerful.
when done with full attention.
Attention changes everything
It changes how we learn
and how we grow.
and how we feel about our progress.
Yes, progress feels real when it is focused.
And when progress feels real, learners feel hopeful
Hope is very important in learning,
because language learning takes time.
and hope helps us continue.
Focus feeds hope.
And hope feeds consistency.
That connection is very interesting.
Yes, learning is not only about methods,
It is also about mindset,
and focus is a powerful mindset.
one that learners can practice every day,
Quietly
simply.
and patiently.
When I think about it, this idea also reduces pressure.
Yes, because you stop comparing yourself
You focus on your own one thing.
and your own pace.
That feels healthier.
Very much so.
Many learners compare themselves with others.
And that creates stress.
Focus brings attention back to today,
To what you can do now.
not what you cannot do yet.
Exactly. And that shift is very powerful.
It helps learners stay on the path
Even when progress feels slow,
because slow progress is still progress.
especially when it is consistent.
And consistency always starts with one clear choice,
One thing.
one moment of focus.
And that moment can be right now.
Right now, while listening,
Yes, listening with attention,
not scrolling,
not multitasking.
just being here.
That itself is practice.
A very good kind of practice.
And when learners realize that,
They start using their time differently,
more intentionally,
less randomly.
and that intention changes everything.
It changes learning from a struggle into a habit,
And habits shape our future,
slowly
quietly.
but strongly.
And that is why the idea of one thing is not just about English,
It is about building a better way to learn.
and a better way to live.
When you protect your focus, you protect your future.
That idea really stays with you.
Yes, because it feels true.
And simple truths are often the most powerful.
especially when we practice them every day.
One focused day at a time.
One focused session at a time.
And that is how real improvement happens.
Not suddenly.
But steadily.
And steadily is enough.
Very much enough.
I think many listeners are quietly thinking now.
Yes, and that quiet thinking is a good sign.
Because it means the idea is working.
And when an idea starts working inside your mind,
it slowly changes your behavior.
And behavior changes results.
And those results encourage you to continue.
Exactly. Learning becomes a positive cycle.
A cycle built on focus.
And one clear choice.
One thing.
One thing at a time.
That feels calm.
And learning should feel calm.
Calm learning lasts longer.
And longer learning brings deeper change.
I think that is a very important reminder.
Yes, especially for learners who feel pressure.
Pressure blocks learning.
Focus opens it.
When the mind is calm, attention stays longer.
And when attention stays longer, understanding grows.
That growth is what learners really want.
Yes, real understanding.
Not just information.
Understanding stays.
And it shows in speaking.
And listening.
And confidence.
Confidence grows quietly.
When you keep showing up.
For your one thing.
Day after day.
Even on busy days.
Especially on busy days.
Because busy days need focus the most.
That is very true.
And when learners see that they can protect even a small time,
they start trusting themselves.
And self-trust is very important.
Without self-trust, learning feels heavy.
With self-trust, learning feels possible.
And possibility keeps people moving.
Yes, movement is everything.
Small movement.
Focused movement.
In the right direction.
And that direction becomes clearer over time.
Because focus removes noise.
And noise is everywhere.
Phones, apps, opinions.
Focus brings silence.
And silence helps learning.
Especially language learning.
Because language needs space.
Space to listen.
Space to think.
Space to repeat.
And space to make mistakes.
Mistakes need safe space.
Focus creates that space.
Yes, and when learners feel safe,
they practice more.
And practice builds skill.
Skill builds confidence.
And confidence makes speaking easier.
That connection is very clear.
Yes, but many learners never see it.
Because they never slow down.
Focus helps you slow down.
In a good way.
A helpful way.
Not lazy.
Intentional learning is powerful.
Because it respects your time.
And your energy.
And your goals.
When learners respect their own goals,
they treat learning differently.
They stop forcing and start choosing.
Choice feels empowering.
Very empowering.
Because you are in control.
Of your attention.
And attention is your most valuable resource.
Yes, more valuable than time.
Because time without attention is wasted.
But a little time with full attention is powerful.
That idea alone can change how people learn.
And how they use their day.
When you realize that,
you stop blaming yourself.
And start adjusting your focus.
Adjustment is easier than self-blame.
Much easier.
And much kinder.
Kind learning lasts longer.
Yes, learning should support you, not punish you.
Focus supports learning.
And learning supports confidence.
And confidence supports growth.
That growth may feel slow.
But it is real.
And real growth stays.
Unlike quick motivation.
Which comes and goes.
Focus stays.
When it becomes a habit.
Habits shape who we become.
And language becomes part of who you are.
Not just something you study.
Exactly, and that is when English starts to feel natural.
Not forced.
Not stressful.
Just part of life.
And that feeling comes from small, focused actions.
Repeated daily.
Over time.
I think this idea gives learners permission.
permission to do less.
but do it better.
And that permission is very freeing.
Because many learners feel they must do everything.
But they do not.
One thing is enough,
One thing done well.
and done consistently.
That is the heart of this idea.
And it is simple enough to start today.
Yes, starting is easy when the goal is clear.
Clarity reduces fear,
And fear blocks learning.
so clarity is very important.
Focus brings clarity.
And clarity brings calm.
Calm brings better learning.
Better learning brings progress.
And progress brings motivation.
It all connects.
Yes, learning is a system.
And focus is the center of that system.
When the center is strong,
Everything else becomes easier.
or even unnecessary.
Just like the book says.
Exactly, and that is why this question is so powerful.
What is the one thing I can do today?
Such that, by doing it,
Everything else becomes easier.
that question stays with you,
And guides your choices.
quietly.
Every day.
And when learners start living with that question,
Learning changes.
slowly, but deeply,
And that depth is what really matters.
because deep learning stays.
And shallow learning disappears.
Focus makes learning deep,
And depth builds real skill.
skill that you can use
In real life.
with real people.
In real conversations.
And that is what most learners really want.
Yes, to use English, not just study it.
And focus helps make that possible.
One clear choice at a time.
One focused moment at a time,
And those moments add up.
into real change.
Change that feels natural.
And lasting.
And when learners start living with that question,
Learning changes.
slowly but deeply,
And that depth is what really matters.
because deep learning stays.
And shallow learning disappears.
Focus makes learning deep.
And depth builds real skill.
Skill that you can use
In real life.
with real people.
In real conversations.
And that is what most learners really want.
Yes, to use English, not just study it.
And focus helps make that possible.
One clear choice at a time.
One focused moment at a time.
And those moments add up.
Into real change.
Change that feels natural.
And lasting.
And when learners feel that change,
They trust the process more.
and when you trust the process,
You keep going.
even when it feels slow,
Because you know it is working.
that knowing is very powerful.
It keeps you steady,
And steadiness is rare today,
but very valuable.
especially for learning.
When learning becomes steady,
It becomes part of your rhythm,
your daily rhythm,
and rhythms are easy to keep.
much easier than motivation.
Yes, motivation comes and goes,
But habits stay.
and focus builds habits,
One habit at a time.
one thing at a time.
And that is enough.
Very much enough.
When learners understand that
They stop feeling behind.
and start feeling present,
Presence is powerful.
because learning happens now,
Not yesterday,
not tomorrow.
but now.
And focus brings you to now.
That is a beautiful thing.
It really is.
And when you practice focus every day,
Even for a short time.
it changes how you learn.
And how you think about learning.
Learning becomes calmer
And clearer.
and more human.
Which is exactly how it should be.
Yes, because language is human.
And learning language should feel human too.
Focus helps bring that feeling back.
One quiet moment at a time.
One intentional choice at a time.
And that is how this idea slowly becomes part of your life.
Not as pressure,
But as guidance
gentle guidance.
that supports you,
Every day,
especially on busy days.
because busy days need focus the most.
That idea stays very strong.
And it continues to guide how we learn.
And how we choose.
And how we protect our attention.
Because attention is limited
But powerful.
when used well.
And using it well starts with one clear decision.
One thing.
One thing that matters most right now.
And that question can always be asked again.
Tomorrow.
Next week.
Next month.
As life changes.
Your one thing may change.
But the habit of asking stays.
And that habit keeps learning aligned.
with your real needs.
And your real life.
That alignment feels very good.
Because learning fits into life, not against it.
And when learning fits, it lasts,
And lasting learning is what really matters.
especially for language.
Yes, because language is a long journey,
And focus makes the journey clearer,
step by step.
one focused step at a time.
And that step can always start again,
Even after a break,
because one thing is always
waiting to be chosen,
and practiced,
with attention
and patience.
and kindness,
That combination is very powerful,
and very achievable,
especially when you stop trying to do everything.
and start doing one thing well,
That shift changes everything,
slowly but surely,
and that certainty helps learners stay on the path,
even when the path feels long.
because they are no longer lost.
They have direction,
One clear direction.
and that direction is enough for today.
Today is always enough.
When you know what to do today, learning feels lighter,
And lighter learning lasts longer.
which is exactly what learners need.
Yes, learning that lasts.
Built on focus,
And one clear choice.
repeated again and again.
Over time.
And that repetition slowly shapes who you become,
A confident English user.
who knows how to focus.
And how to learn.
And that skill stays for life.
Because learning never really stops.
It just changes shape
And focus helps you adapt,
at every stage.
which makes this idea useful beyond English.
Yes, it becomes a life skill,
And life skills are very valuable,
especially in a busy world.
where attention is always pulled away,
Focus brings it back,
gently.
and intentionally,
And that intention changes everything,
one choice at a time.
one focused moment at a time,
And those moments keep adding up.
into real growth,
Growth that feels earned.
and meaningful.
And when growth feels meaningful, learners feel proud.
Pride motivates,
And motivation supports consistency.
and consistency builds skill.
And skill builds confidence.
It all connects again,
And focus is always at the center.
always, no matter where you are in your learning journey,
Focus can meet you there.
and guide your next step.
One clear step
That is all you need.
for today.
Today is enough,
When you choose your one thing,
and give it your attention,
that simple choice can change a lot.
more than people realize.
And that realization often comes quietly,
After weeks
or months,
of small, focused practice,
when learners suddenly notice that things feel easier.
words come faster, understanding feels deeper, and confidence feels stronger.
And they realize
That it was not magic.
it was focus.
One thing done consistently,
And that understanding stays.
because it is felt, not just heard.
And felt learning is powerful.
Very powerful.
And that power comes from simplicity,
Simplicity supported by focus,
which is always available,
when you choose it,
and protected.
even for a short time,
Because short, focused time is enough.
when attention is full,
And that idea can stay with learners.
as they continue practicing
And choosing
and learning.
one thing at a time
And that approach can guide them
through many stages
of learning,
and life.
because focus is not just a learning tool,
It is a way of living,
and living with focus feels calmer
and clearer,
and more intentional,
which is something many people want.
especially today.
In a noisy world,
Focus creates quiet,
and quiet creates space.
space to grow.
And growth is what learning is really about,
Yes, growth over time,
supported by one clear choice.
repeated daily,
That is how this idea continues to work,
and continues to help learners,
long after they hear it,
because it becomes part of how they think.
and how they choose,
And that internal change is the most powerful one,
because it stays,
and keeps guiding action,
even without reminders.
because the habit is built,
And habits are strong,
stronger than motivation,
stronger than mood,
stronger than excuses.
because they are automatic,
And automatic focus is very powerful,
especially for learning.
and that power grows over time
As practice continues.
and continues and continues.
And that ongoing process is what makes learning real.
Not perfect, but real,
And real learning always lasts.
especially when it is built on focus.
One thing,
One clear choice,
one focused moment.
repeated again
And again,
and again.
and as those moments continue,
They slowly shape the learner,
into someone who knows how to learn.
and that skill is valuable everywhere,
In every language,
in every stage of life.
because learning never really ends.
It only changes direction,
And focus helps guide that direction.
one step at a time.
And that step is always available.
When you pause and choose
Your one thing.
and give it your attention, that simple act can start something very meaningful.
Something that grows quietly
Over time,
and becomes part of who you are.
as a learner and as a person.
And that transformation begins with a simple choice.
A choice you can make again.
Every day,
And each time you make it,
it becomes easier.
because habits grow stronger,
And focus becomes more natural.
and learning becomes more calm,
And progress becomes more visible.
and confidence becomes more stable.
And that stability helps you continue.
Even when life is busy,
Especially when life is busy.
because busy life needs focus the most,
And focus is always waiting
to be chosen
and practiced.
and protected.
And when learners understand that
They stop feeling powerless.
and start feeling capable,
Capability changes everything.
because when you feel capable,
You act, and action creates progress,
and progress creates belief,
and belief supports learning,
that cycle is very strong.
and focus is always at the center.
Always.
No matter where you start or where you are,
Focus can meet you there.
and guide your next step,
One focus step.
which is enough.
For now.
And that now is always where learning happens.
Exactly. Learning only happens now,
Not in plans,
not in dreams.
but in focused moments. And those moments are always available.
When you choose them.
And that choice is simple.
But powerful.
And that power grows with practice.
As learners continue
And continue.
and continue.
With one clear focus.
One thing.
And that ongoing focus slowly builds a strong foundation.
A foundation that supports all other learning.
And that foundation stays.
Because it is built patiently.
And intentionally.
And that intention changes everything.
One day at a time.
One focused moment at a time.
And that moment can begin again.
Right after this.
When the listener decides.
To choose their one thing.
And give it attention.
And that choice keeps working.
As long as it is repeated.
And repeated.
And repeated.
And as repetition continues.
Learning deepens.
And confidence grows.
And the journey continues.
Naturally.
Without forcing.
Without pressure.
Just steady focus.
And steady practice.
And that steadiness is enough.
For real progress.
Especially in language learning.
Because language grows with use.
And use needs focus.
And focus needs intention.
And intention grows with clarity.
And clarity comes from choosing one thing.
Which brings us back to the core idea.
One thing.
One clear focus.
One protected habit.
Repeated daily.
And that repetition keeps shaping the learner.
Even when they are not thinking about it.
Because habits work quietly.
And quietly built skills are very strong.
Stronger than quick motivation.
Stronger than temporary effort.
Because they are part of you.
And that is the real goal of learning.
To make the skill part of you.
And focus helps that happen.
Step by step.
And that step is always here.
Waiting to be taken.
When the listener chooses.
Their one thing.
And gives it attention.
And that choice remains available.
Every day.
No matter how busy life feels.
Because even busy lives have moments.
And those moments can be focused.
And focused moments change everything.
Slowly.
But deeply.
And depth is what really matters.
Especially for language.
Because language is about connection.
And connection needs attention.
And attention comes from focus.
which always starts with one thing.
And that one thing continues to guide,
As learners move forward,
one step at a time,
and that forward movement is what keeps learning alive.
alive and growing.
And that growth never really stops,
It just continues
as long as focus is protected,
and chosen
again
and again.
and again.
And as those choices continue,
Learning remains part of life,
not something separate.
but something integrated,
And that integration is very powerful.
because it lasts,
And lasting learning is the real success.
especially for language learners,
Who want real ability and real confidence.
and real connection.
And all of that starts with one clear choice.
One thing, and that choice can be made again,
Right now.
with full attention,
And that attention keeps working
as long as it is protected
and practiced
and allowed to grow.
over time,
And that growth continues quietly,
supporting everything else.
just like the idea says,
One thing.
such that by doing it,
Everything else becomes easier
and that idea keeps unfolding
as learners keep practicing
and choosing
and focusing,
and learning.
one moment at a time,
And that moment continues,
as the conversation continues,
naturally
without pressure.
and with clarity,
And that clarity remains.
as long as focus is present.
And focus is always present
When you choose it,
and protected,
even for a short time,
because short focus time is powerful
and that power grows.
with repetition.
And repetition is the heart of learning,
Especially language learning.
which grows through use.
And use grows through focus.
And focus grows through intention,
And intention starts with a question.
a simple question.
What is the one thing I can do now?
And that question stays open
Guiding each next step.
as learning continues. And when you think about it, Tom, focusing on one thing also makes you feel calmer, right? Not rushed, not stressed all the time.
Yes, exactly, Emma. I feel more relaxed when I know what I need to do now, not everything at once.
That calm feeling is important for learning English too, because when your mind is calm, words come more easily.
I agree. When I try to learn too many words in one day, I forget them quickly.
But when you choose just a few words and use them again and again, they stay with you.
Yes, like today, we talked about focus, priority, and one thing.
And you heard them many times in different sentences in real situations.
That repetition really helps.
So maybe today our listeners can choose one small English habit,
Maybe one short conversation or one short podcast.
or even one sentence to practice again and again.
That sounds very easy and possible.
Learning English does not have to be fast, it just needs to be steady,
One step at a time.
one thing at a time.
And slowly you feel more confident
We hope this conversation made you feel relaxed and motivated.
and helped you believe that you can improve your English.
Thank you for joining us here on Talk English Lab.
Keep practicing your English gently and regularly.
See you next time on Talk English Lab.